Yo, what's going on with it once again? People, humanity, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls, and as always, tacos, Nikki, commodities out there is Mr. Nintendo Sony Freak 2011, aka Manny Wolverine. Of course, you guys know the rest of the announcements towards this channel. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and all the other good stuff. And yeah, before I begin, real quick, there's an actual little bit of an extra update that I heard that I know I haven't liked this dude for very, very many years. I know a lot of you people on YouTube absolutely hate the shit out of this motherfucker, and rightfully so. Cause first I thought he was living somewhere in the South, like Louisiana or Alabama, Mississippi, Texas, Georgia. And then I found out last year this dude was actually living in Washington the whole fucking time. And it's probably gonna be loud as fuck over here because you're probably not gonna be able to hear me. But before that, I gotta let you know something. Actually, let me just wait for the first 2 minutes and I'll let you know what I'm going to talk about. It's just crazy. Hold on a couple of seconds. I'm going to get my water. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me now, but today, actually no, yesterday I did hear one of the world's biggest pieces of shit on this site, which is, what was his real name? I forgot. Greg, or better known as Onision. It's crazy because this one other dude that's like, I heard this once again from, I think, Review Tech USA or The Quartering. It was one of those two guys that I heard that shit from. So yeah, apologies that I couldn't do nothing about that loud ass noise with the truck. Shit's out of my control. Anyways, yeah, heard about a little bit of fucked up things that this guy, he literally got 400 fucking copyright strikes for, I think, using music in the background after all these years. Which this other dude, which I think he's been around since 2006, 07, I think my junior, senior year of high school, way back in the day. So this dude's been around for a super long time. Not the dude that does Minecraft, because Minecraft didn't come out, I think, till late 2009 or 2010. So it's been around for a long ass time already, for almost this whole decade already. This guy named Sky does, I don't know if it's Sky Williams or Sky does Minecraft. I think it was the Review Tech USA or The Recording that was talking about this, that fortunately he got his channel completely terminated. I think he had like 9 or 10 million something subscribers compared to Onision, which has barely 3 million subs. But he's one, we already know he's one of the biggest pieces of shit on this fucking site for a lot of fucked up things, because he's always exploited teenage girls. He's always told cutters, mainly a lot of emo scenester guys, to like cut themselves until they bleed to death, and a lot of other nasty, evil, fucked up shit he said on this site. And there was another dude I used to actually listen to a lot. It wasn't Repsion either, because I remember back in the day he used to be called Mr. Repsion. Now he's just called Repsion. But yeah. There was another dude I used to listen to. He used to talk about Onision all the time, and then he made all his videos private. And if any people don't know what I'm talking about this dude named, ironically enough, a couple years ago, I think it was like 2011, 2012. He used to live out here in Las Vegas too, but he ended up moving, I think, to like in Tennessee, Kentucky, somewhere in the South. I don't know where. Hey, he's living in a lot better place than this shithole, so he had the right idea. But then again, next year, if I don't end up moving to the East Coast, back to New York City, either the Bronx or probably New Jersey, because I don't know if I want to go back over there. Because I mean, a lot of the places where I was living at in the Bronx was extremely ghetto as fuck. Very, very super ghetto as shit, and it was a super dangerous ass area. But I'm gonna get to this news in a minute. Hold on. To be honest with you, man, I can't believe this dude, he ended up getting his channel completely shut down compared to Onision, which he's abused the absolute shit out of not just girls and teenagers and exploiting them as cutters and doing a lot of other nasty, evil, fucked up things and lying about being in the military and all this extremely grimy, evil shit. And him making fun of atheists and Christians, and he's being super controversial, you know. I don't even know how the fuck YouTube still lets this dude even make money on his channel after all the nasty, fucked up things he's done. I don't know, it's because he was grandfathered in as a partnership back in the day, even before stuff like Twitch TV and D Live and a couple other places started going like real viral and shit. And once again, man, this is the internet. They don't care what you say or do unless you're making a lot of money for YouTube over there and YouTube headquarters in Irvine, California. You know, they don't give a shit what you say or do. As long as you make them a lot of money, that's all they care about. Literally, it's pretty fucking sad to be honest with you, but that's sadly what it comes down to, man, honestly. I don't know if any of these fucking cars are gonna let me pass, so you're gonna have to give me a couple of minutes. Fuck. Apologize, friends. It's just the way Vegas is. A lot of people don't even let you fucking cross the street, even when there's a fucking goddamn crossing walk there. I'm just gonna do it now. Anyways, yeah, as I was saying before, man, it's a damn shame they let this dude Greg, aka Onision, stay on this website for so many years, and at the end of the day, YouTube only gives a fuck about views and the money. If you're making them a lot of money, they'll totally leave you alone. If you're in really bad relationships with them, unless you're like, I don't know, PewDiePie, but then again, with PewDiePie, at least he's not a nasty, disgusting piece of fucking shit like Onision is, you know? At least with Felix, I got a tiny bit more of respect for him compared to Onision, you know? Well, then again, the dude has like, what, 92, 93 million subscribers. He'll never have to work a real life job for the rest of his life. He's completely safe. But then again, you know, the way the YouTube algorithm works, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they try to take his channel down. You know, they completely cover people like Logan Paul, Jake Paul, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, all these other big million-plus subscriber YouTube channels. Of course, they're gonna fucking care about them compared to like the little guys like me, about 792 subscribers, you know? They're not gonna care about what happens to my channel because I'm not making money from it. Anyways, let's get into this shit right here. So it says popular streamer sues FAZE clan over illegal contract, but organization says the contract is fine. Hold on. I've been doing this for about, 7 minutes. So I'm probably gonna say somewhere just skip to like 7 minutes, 15 seconds, but my God. I've heard about the FAZE clan a couple times for their castle in 2009, 2010. I don't know if they got their start on like a bunch of Call of Duty servers or a bunch of Halo servers. I don't know which one it was, nor do I give a shit because I've never given a fuck about their clan, and I never fucking will. Because a lot of them just look like little obnoxious pieces of fucking shit teenagers that only give a fuck about money, once again. Probably as guilty as Onision is behind closed doors. And a lot of them only care about, you know, showing they're flexing off their money, flexing off their cash, flexing off how much clout they can get and how fucking goddamn controversial they can be. So I don't really give a fuck about these type of people. That shit on Twitch is extremely nasty, really fucking arrogant pieces of garbage, shithole motherfuckers that deserve, I'm not even gonna say deserve death, they probably deserve something a little bit worse than death. Besides, you know, burning in hell for eternity. But, you know, hey, that's not even me being jealous. I'm not even sounding like a jealous, salty motherfucker either. I don't give a fuck how much money they make, to be honest, because when they die, they're not gonna take none of that shit with them. The nice little fancy Lamborghinis, the hot-ass fucking girls they get, all the nice big mansions they're able to fucking live out in Cali somewhere. You know, I don't really give a shit about none of that. Because at the end of the day, you can enjoy it for now while you're young, but another 60, 70, 80 more years, you're not gonna have that for the rest of your life. There will be a time where every single person on this earth, every single person that's born on this earth, everybody has an expiration date. Whether it's naturally by age, which is hopefully the way I go out, and I'm 70, 80, 90 years old, God willing, if I get to live that long, and not into a freak accident like a car crash or a thunderstorm, or get killed by lightning, or get killed off by somebody shooting me or stabbing me or some shit. I wouldn't want to go out like that. You know, granted, out here in the 702, you know, I'm kind of risking that almost every day. Even though this area right here where I'm at, it's like kind of lower middle, almost not upper class, but like middle class. So not a lot of crazy shit usually happens around here anyway, so it's usually quiet most of the time. But anyways, I mean, further down that way, way down over there, yeah, that's where a lot of the crime and stabbings and shootings usually happen in this city. Not where the strip is at, but like past the strip. And I used to live there the first 2 years I was living there, and let me tell you, it was fucking hell. And I did not like it. But anyways, yeah, let's come from Nathan Grayson for Kotaku. I know a lot of people hate Kotaku, but I'm gonna read it anyways. So it says, with over 6 million followers, Fortnite pro Turner Tenney, or better known as Tfue, 21 so far, is left away with one of the most popular streamers on Twitch. Now he's suing FAZE Clan for the esports organization that signed him over a contract that he and his attorneys feel that it is oppressive and in some cases illegal. Tenney's main grievances stem from apartment limitations on his ability to make money off of sponsored content, as well as alleged restricted FAZE places on players who try to support their sponsorships deals independently, sans any sorts of arrangement on FAZE's behalf. The suit, which you can read in full here, courtesy of the Hollywood Reporter, claims that FAZE's forced players to sign gamer arrangements that lock them into branded deals procured by FAZE, and which FAZE then claims a finder's fee up to 80%. Taku contacted Tenney, but there's not have been a word heard back yet. Tenney's attorney, Brian Friedman, provided Kotaku with a statement on his motivations for taking these cases. Says, quote, "I decided to take this case because I was outraged when I heard about how gamers and streamers were being taken advantage of by their representatives." He said in an email, "The contract in this case clearly violates Talented Agencies Act and is unconscionable." Never heard of that word. "My hope is that this case will lead to a better, safer environment for streamers and esports professors later at large. I intended to represent gamers and streamers who are being professional at large. I intended to represent," I already read that, "and have been taken advantage over until this behavior has been eradicated. You have been taking advantage of them. Your time has come." FAZE's Clan provided Kotaku with a statement as well. "We're shocked and disappointed by the news that Tfue's press article and lawsuit over the over the course of our partnership with him, we began in April 2018. FAZE Clan has collected $0 in winnings, $0 Twitch revenue, $0 revenue, $0 for any social platform," which is weird. They should be giving a fuck ton of more money than that. I'm real surprised they didn't. And it also goes on to say, Tenney's lawsuit, however, claims that the contract has been signed was not fair and pertains to brand deals, which FAZE did not specifically mention in this statement. The suit reads, in simple terms, FAZE Clan is using illegal gamer contracts to limit Tenney's and deal sources exclusively to FAZE Clan and prevent Tenney's from exploring deals presented by other dealers. Deals and potentials of superior deals that are produced by FAZE Clans, and deals that are not saddled with an 80% finder's fee. In one particular case, according to the suit, FAZE apparently passed on a deal within gaming hardware company HyperX due to the company's own concerns about business interests. As quote, FAZE Clans perceived that HyperX was a competitor of another sponsorship that did businesses with FAZE Clan, unquote. This says the suit. As a result, FAZE Clan elected the cause to Tenney to pass on HyperX sponsorship deals because the deals conflicted with FAZE Clan's own interest, and its interest not to upset another sponsorship and potentially jeopardize the negative impacts in its relationship with the sponsors, unquote. The suit also claims that the practices put FAZE in a violation of California's talent agency, which stipulates that any party, quote, who engages in the occupation of procedures, offering, promises, or attempting to procure employer engagements for an artist must be licensed in the labor commissioners and operation under all regulations and entails. Oh my God, this thing is long as shit. Yeah, you guys can read the rest of this. I'm not going to keep reading it over and over because, let's face it, I don't give a fuck about FAZE Clan, and whatever bad vibes that happen to them, I could give two shits and a fuck, because these guys have been real snarky pieces of shit a lot in the past. I don't give a fuck if they really love games or if they're just doing this shit for the money. I could care less. They get the shit suit out of them by esports. I hope to God they fucking lose in court too, because these motherfuckers are probably like the biggest scumbags in gaming industry. Besides people that are like, you know, people are doing microtransactions, and besides EA doing all these fucking dealerships and shit, and like constantly doing all these loot boxes and looter shooters that you gotta pay real life money for. Fuck that shit, man. Fuck it up the ass, and I don't care. I don't give a shit. Now let's get into the second one, Sony. Man, Sony, man, what are you doing, bro? Really? I'm a little nervous about this thing. I'm only gonna read half of it because it's a super long article too. The Sony Interactive launches unit to adapt gamers and films, TV exclusive. There's the CEO there, Shawn Layden. Whoa. So this one goes on to say Sony Interactive Entertainment has launched PlayStation Productions, a productions studio that will mine company extensive catalogs of video game titles for film and television. The new enterprise will be headed by Assad Quilzabash. Hopefully I didn't butcher that name that bad. Overseen by a chairman of Worldwide Studios at SIE. Shawn Layden is already in production of the first slate of the project and a setup in shop in Sony's Pictures in Culver City. This quote, "We've got 25 years of gaming development experience that has created 25 years of great games, franchises, and stories." Layden tells a Hollywood Reporter, "We feel that now is a good time to look over at other media opportunities across streaming or film or television to give our worlds life in another spectrum. With a library of more than 100 property ranges from adventure to sci-fi to action to mystery to horror, PlayStation Productions has a wide breadth of content ripe for adaptation." This is quote, "Inside the licensing for our IP studios, we felt that it's a better approach for us to develop a procedure for ourselves," says Quilzabash. "Only one because we are more familiar with the other one because we also know that PlayStation community well." Another one. While other video game studios including Ubisoft, Activision, and Blizzard have opened up the film and television arms to adapt their games for a different audience, PlayStation Productions differs both in its deep catalog of content and also its approach to production. Sony Pictures, a sister company of what will help with the distribution, both production and projects will be handled by PlayStation Productions firsthand, not licensed out as a case with similar enterprises of other games. For the last year and a half, 2 years, we spent time to understand the industry, talking to writers, directors, producers, says Quilzabash. We talked to film producer Lorenzo de Bonaventura and Kevin Feige to really get an understanding of the industry. And it talks about Marvel and Disney, and they talk about a couple of other things as well. Overall thoughts, views, and opinions of this. To be honest with you, I'm honestly hoping this thing goes really good because there's a lot of video game IPs out there and titles they have they can make really good in a TV show, like for Netflix or Hulu. They partner up with them, or they even partner up with fucking, well, God forbid they partner up with Disney. Even if they partner up with other industries out there, like I don't know, Amazon Prime Stick, because you know Amazon's taking over the rest of the world. But to be honest with you, I don't know what else is going to go happen because Sony's all over the world as well. But Sony Japan's versus Nintendo, it hasn't been that good. It's been really kind of shaky lately. And other than that, to be honest with you, I don't know, bro. I really honestly, to be honest with you, I just hope if they do make TV show industries, like if they made like a Netflix, Hulu, or Amazon Prime only membership sort of, let me get my drink because I'm dying of thirst here. It's like 59 degrees out here. It should be 110, but luckily, because last year when it was May, it was like 105, 112 degrees. And now it's like 59, 60 degrees. That is weird as fuck. And again, you know, climate change might be a thing. I don't know. Yeah, let's get back to this though. Shawn Layden hopefully knows what he's doing. Mr. Yoshida Hopefully he knows what he's doing, because I think he's still CEO of Sony in Japan. There's like other ones for Nintendo Japan, like you got not Satoru Iwata, Ishikawa for Haka, you got him, and then you got the other dude, Mr. Miyamoto, and then a couple other CEO Nintendo members of Japan over there as well. Of course, another big influence over there, like with the Pokemon Game Freak company, besides Junichi Masuda, Mr. Orihime, a Shigeru Omori, and then you got the other dude for Smash Bros, Mr. Sakurai, Masahiro Sakurai. Anyways, as I was saying before, you know, if they made like a TV show, like I said, for Netflix, Hulu, or Amazon Prime members only, like they did it for God of War, Ratchet and Clank, Crash Bandicoot, the Spyro the Dragon Reignited series, or the remake versions of those, or God of War, like I said, or for Tomb Raider, especially if they did done for that, or a lot of people will probably want to see an Uncharted series, that one, or even Rayman. What else is out there? Twisted Metal, if they brought that back and made it into a show. I would be on the fence about that one, because I don't want them to fuck that up. But anyways, as far as that goes, man, oh man. I just hope they don't fuck up any of like the TV show series, especially the ones that are mainly like pure animation, or like Jack and Daxter or something like that. I don't know if they'd be able to do that live action or not. They might be able to do it. If they were able to like almost make the Legend of Zelda series almost live action, I wouldn't be surprised if they could try to do that for Jack and Daxter too. That would be cool as fuck, seeing them in live action, but I don't know. They probably end up going animation first before they did live action. I don't know. And Sony has so many good ass fucking PS1, PS2, PS3 games. Or Grand Theft Auto. Imagine they did a live action version for Grand Theft Auto. My God, you know how many people would love to see that shit? Billions. They'll probably even beat box office series like the fucking Marvel's Avengers series, or Pokemon Detective Pikachu. It'll probably be way up there in the top 5. Trust me on that. That would make so much money if Sony made a Grand Theft Auto live action series. Oh my God. I don't even know which one they would do though. Would they start off with the real old school one from GTA 1, 2, and 3, like McLeod Speed, or the one with Carl Johnson or Nico Bellic, or what else? Who was in GTA 4 besides Nico Bellic? Oh, Luis Lopez, or the ones that were in the last one, GTA 5, like the guy's name, Trevor Phillips, Michael, and then the other dude. I forgot the black dude's name. Dang. Anyways, but I know he was the same voice actor that did Carl Johnson. I remember that. Anyways, let's get on to the last one. This one kind of pissed me off a little bit, because as someone that grew up in the 90s, and some of my older fans, probably in the mid-late 70s, 80s, they grew up as a kid at that time. You know, this man's literally one of the most biggest, iconic, like, fucking 80s, 90s actors of all time. And Arnold Schwarzenegger, about 3 days ago, I know I'm a little late on this. I was going to talk about this in my other video, but I completely forgot to talk about it. But Mr. Schwarzenegger himself, some asshole piece of shit decided to, like, drop kick him in the back of the head, almost, or in his back. I don't know who this motherfucker is, but, bro, if I would have been Arnold right then and there, I wish this motherfucker 30, 40 years ago, he would have tried this on him when he was younger, when he was like in his 20s, 30s, 40s. He probably would have got the shit kicked out of him real fast. If he would have did this to a younger version of Arnold Schwarzenegger, his ass would have been fucking ripped in half. Arnold would have destroyed the fuck out of this fool if he was younger. But since he's getting up there, he's like, what, 72, 73 years old? His strength isn't as big as it used to be. You know, he's not in his prime like he used to be like 30, 40 years ago. And I know this dude's pretty much like old enough to be my grandfather. And Arnold Schwarzenegger, and that's the dudes like Sylvester Stallone, Jean-Claude Van Damme, whole other people like Chuck Norris, other people that were real big in the 90s. To be honest with you, like, this pissed me off when I heard about this, but this one, it says, this is a while ago, it says Arnold tweeted a major update saying that he's planning on pressing charges against the guy who drop kicked him in South Africa. He wrote, update, a lot of you guys have been asking, but I'm not pressing charges. I hope this was a wake-up call and he gets his life on the right track. He's really lucky as fuck he didn't sue him. Because automatically, if it would have been somebody else, that's like a real big snarky asshole like celebrity, I don't know, like if it was Dwayne Rock Johnson or somebody else like that, or even somebody like Christian Bale, if he would have tried it in any of those dudes, he probably would have got the shit sued out of him into oblivion. Or probably would have been life in prison. I don't know. But man, good job, Mr. Schwarzenegger. You are the real fucking MVP, man. Even though you almost got hurt a little bit. And I even know he had like a Snapchat. He was talking to people on Snapchat. I'm like, what? That's crazy. He's 72 years old almost, and I mean, he knows. He knows how the way social media works. I gotta get a drink again. With that being said, that's all I gotta say for now, because I'm running out of my voice and I don't want it to crack in half either. So, Mr. Schwarzenegger, thank you very much for all the movies you made since I was a 90s kid. I loved you in Terminator 2. I loved you in Jingle All the Way. I loved you in all the remakes of all your other stuff. I loved you in the newer Terminator movies, and I really liked you that you were in that movie with Sylvester Stallone in the Expendables 1 and 2. You were our legend, good sir. If you ever see this video, Mr. Schwarzenegger, I loved all your movies. I was a fan of you since I was a 90s kid, and even as a 30-year-old man, I still got nothing but love and respect and absolute sheer amount of loyalty towards you. You are the absolute legend. If I ever get to meet you one day, or Sylvester Stallone, I would fanboy so fucking hard. Seriously. Keep doing what you do, because you definitely deserve it. And that's all I gotta say for now, and I'm done here. Links in the description box down below to the video, and links in the description box to the other thing that I talk about as well. And about the FaZe clan thing too. How I got that information, I'll leave that in the description box to the video as well. Peace out once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls, and as always, otakus and naked wanties out there, I will see you when I see you guys. Good day, have a good night. Wherever you're at in the universe out there, don't drink smoke at the same time, don't drink reckless. Stay tuned for more featured content on this channel, including video gaming industry news, anime manga news, internet news. With that being said, that's all I gotta say for now, and I'm done here. Take it easy, peace out. I'm out like sauerkraut. Late and goodbye. We'll see all of you on the flip side. I know this is about a 27-minute video, but thank you for listening to the end. If any of you guys made it to the end, Mr. Schwarzenegger, keep doing what you do, because you are the real MVP. You are like the OG governor, dude. Don't let anybody take that away from you, because you are literally, I watched you since like all those other movies I talked about, and you, good sir, man. Even in my darkest times, I used to watch all your fucking movies when I had a bad day, because you brought so much happiness to my childhood. Seriously, you did. Even as a grown adult, I still love your fucking stuff. All right, take it easy. Peace out. I'm gone. And I'm out of here. Laters.